Oh my goodness! What it do, Ski? It's your boy Fail34, and today I'm here with my reaction video to Doctor Who. This one is... I was gonna say I'm super excited. This one's Doctor Who Season 10, Episode 7. How's it going, everybody? So, last episode was certainly a stimulating episode. One could almost say that... nah, this is a dumb joke. I was gonna go somewhere with that, but it didn't really make very much sense. Anyway, it was an episode that was rather oddly paced, and it felt a little off for the first half. There's so many random things being thrown in, but it makes sense in the end, because what Moffat did was he just said, "It's a simulation!" So that's what ended up happening. So it was really interesting thinking about it a little bit more after the fact. So I want to know the fact that they took it from not just like one person being a simulation or this person being a simulation to the Doctor being a simulation. The whole entire Earth is a simulation. It was sort of like a forewarning thing. I think that was a really cool idea. So to me, I thought, like I said, I liked a lot of the first episode. There were some things that I felt were a little off for me, but I'm interested to see what they're gonna do for the second half, and that'll sort of make me feel out, sort of get how I feel about this entire episode. But I think it's a really dope idea. So see how everything goes and how what things are gonna sort of play through the same way with a different sort of tweak now that the Doctor is aware, thanks to his own cleverness. So I don't know why, but the random thought just came to me since I'm watching Rick and Morty. 12 is kind of like a light Rick without, you know, the alcoholism and the cussing. Think of like the lab coat and the long coat he has usually, and anyway, that was dumb. In the gray hair. Anyway, he's more of like a light blue. Anyway, as always, if you enjoyed this video, then definitely be sure to smack that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. In case you're interested in joining the Patreon page to get the full Under Raw reaction and more, then definitely check out patreon.com/Roll34 in the description down below. It just, you know, it just makes a really big difference. And I want to honestly just, before we get into this video, I just want to say something. Today is hashtag Thank You Patrons Day, and I just want to just give you guys just. I actually had to write this down because I want to just. It's nothing super long, and it's not like a song like last year, but I just wanted to, you know, just let you guys know first what I felt. Today is hashtag Thank You Patrons Day. And I just want to say that, you know, I struggled financially for years creating YouTube. I'm reading off this. Okay, I'm sorry. You know, I struggled financially for years creating YouTube videos throughout my undergrad. Only reason that I'm able to do what I love at this capacity is because of all of you, my patrons. And for that, I cannot thank you all enough. And that is what the communications of PR department of Fail Productions made me write. But no, I'm just joking. I can't even really put to words how grateful I am, and the fact that what you guys love, like, I just get to do what I love, and I'm so happy that all of you enjoy it enough to support. And you know, I really would not be doing what I'm doing now. I would have stopped, honestly. I would have definitely, like, especially around that period point where Patreon started, launched it. I probably wouldn't be able to do this if it was not for you guys. So just, I love you guys so much. So just thank you so much for the video. Thank you so much for your support. And with that being said, oh my god. Let's just dive into this video and get into the simulation, because I love simulation stories. So, yeet!
Are you just completely mad? Is it working? A little bit.
Not so mad then.
What are you doing? I'm calling the doctor. Pressing send.
See, that's a clever use of the glasses.
Simulation. How did it go? The dream version. The Pope in your flat here. Yeah.
What's gonna happen? What the?
Hey, where you are?
Is it Soviets?
This is the Secretary General of the UN.
I've flown here today to speak to the president. I'm told you might be able to help.
Well, I don't know the president.
No, you do. You know what's really cool is we've never seen, because that's more of like a new ongoing sort of, you know, post RTD. No, wait, yeah, that's more of like that's way past the Russell T Davies era. I think the Doctor being the president. I think actually, fuck, maybe my memory's a little off right now. I feel like it's not, but I remember the Master being maybe actually. Anyway, I think it's so cool how they're sort of throwing that sort of you know, recurring thread so early on in the companion cycle. So I think that's a nifty little throwaway.
In times of unusual...
See, and that changes her perspective of him, right?
It's a 5,000-year-old pyramid. There's one problem with that. One little problem.
What?
It wasn't there yesterday.
Okay. The end of the world is usually synonymous with pyramids and structures, so let's see how this one goes.
If they've simulated the entire event stream from day one till now, think what they'd know. Think what they could do with that.
They want you in Turkmenistan immediately.
Tell them no. Oh,
They wouldn't take no for an answer.
Big night last night.
Ooh, not so tough now, are we? Ooh, cry baby, cry baby. You hold him down, I'll kick him.
it could have chosen anywhere on this planet. It chose to sit on the strategic intersection of the three most powerful armies on Earth. So what it's doing, Colonel,
He's monitoring.
is sending us a message.
What message?
Bring it.
It'd be really interesting if they decide to keep him without his eyesight for the rest of the season. But depending on how they go about it, it could be really clever.
Hello?
We know you.
Then you'll know that there is a line on the sand. And I'm the man on the other side of it.
We will take this planet and its people.
Such a
You will
creepy
be
design.
prevented. You will be fought.
We will be invited. We will take this world. We will rule its people, but only when we're asked.
Yeah, they really moved with the most confidence with the chest out, saying, yeah, we're gonna take over this earth when you guys ask us to. Like, the disrespect, my goodness.
Did you get that, sir? Everyone's phone's gone to 11:57.
Yep, same here. Also known as 3 minutes to midnight. The Doomsday Clock.
The what?
Symbolic clock face, representing a countdown to possible global catastrophe started by some atomic scientists in 1947.
Is this a threat?
I wish it was. Threats are easy. I think this is a warning. Somewhere, somehow, the end has begun.
Things are being set in motion. They did a stellar job with these ones.
Those creatures in that pyramid, they have studied your species, your civilization, your entire history. They've run a computer simulation of this world since shoutout first slopped out of the ocean looking for a fight, and they have chosen this exact moment and this exact place to arrive. Why?
Facts.
Because they believe humanity will be at its weakest.
Yep, it's that
Then
breaking
we'll
point.
demonstrate strength.
Contact your masters. Coordinate your attacks.
Doctor?
I doubt you'll even scratch that thing, but if you demonstrate strength and unity, they might choose to step away. Bill, take that look off your face.
There's no look on my face.
It did not come here in peace. We have to do what we can.
Yeah, I get it.
There's obviously an ulterior motive behind it. That's how the Doctor is always. I mean, I think.
Oh God, what's that?
It's a third act of any superhero movie in the past decade.
Target distance 10 miles, set position 5 degrees.
Well, they're gonna get bodied, of course. Oh, they got tossed in the simulation. It was a hijacking! Definitely one of the weirdest, ominously creepy species we've seen so far.
So demonstrating strength isn't gonna help.
We are ready to talk.
Talk about power move, Jesus.
The human race is about to end. The chain of events is already in motion. Life on Earth will cease by humanity's own hand. Observe.
Dude, man, what kind of computer are they running? Like, how much RAM do they have?
You don't look much like guardian angels.
We have chosen this form to look like you.
You look like corpses.
You are corpses to us. You can do nothing, but we can save you.
Save us then.
To save you, we must be asked.
Then what?
We will protect you.
Asking them for help has conditions.
Yeah.
Invite them in, and it will be the last free action you take.
Interesting idea, actually.
Planet Earth, not a single living thing. Dead as the moon.
You seem pretty damn calm about it.
Do I?
I mean, well, because I'm trying to think about it. So the Doctor, he like, because I'm trying to think from the Doctor's perspective. Would he really care all too much? Because it's his job to save the world every time he time travels, right? And he knows that eventually in the future, whatever, how long, every thousands, every million years it takes, the Earth is eventually going to die and the humans are going to have to go into space, and that's what we've seen in similar storylines. So they're essentially trying to, like, I'm trying to equate this. They're trying to be like the insurance policy, be like, yo, we're going to protect you. But then, like you said, there's no free will or whatever it is. Your future's already sort of. I think that's the idea they're going for. But it's like, isn't that the doctor's job? And eventually, like, the Earth is gonna go to shit. Like, that's just facts. This is what's gonna happen, right?
You could take this planet in a heartbeat. Why do you need consent?
We must be wanted. We must be loved. To rule through fear is inefficient.
Of course. Fear is temporary. Love is
Everlasting.
slavery.
I consent now.
No.
No.
Don't do this. Please don't even consider this. What I saw
Was real. I consent.
Please.
You're not the full party.
Listen to me.
Do you have power?
I have power.
Does power consent?
No, please stop. Just stop this.
If your consent is impure, it will kill you.
Impure. What does that mean, impure?
You act out of fear. Fear is not consent.
Thank you for playing the Big Pyramid game.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. See you again next week. Hopefully not.
Without our help, planet Earth is doomed.
Yes?
We don't need you.
Well, it's been doomed before. Guess what happened? Me.
Oh, I think I get what they're trying to line up here. Because like I said, that's who the doctor is, the person to stop and save the day all the time. But I guess they might just be like the sort of situations like he's sort of got a hand tied behind his back because of the whole, you know, losing his eyesight situation. I could maybe like Bilson like figure out about the eye situation. Maybe Nordal might be like, doctor, you're not at your peak right now. Who knows if you're gonna get your eyesight back? And then I think they might have to balance it. But like, I mean, clearly, like to me, the obvious option is not to give them that, especially after that. But who knows? But that's just what I'm thinking about right now. But like, what's this situation? Are they trying to accelerate the end of the Earth to finesse them?
Oh my god.
Okay. Whatever that is not meant to happen.
You were never the problem.
Then who is the problem?
Something is happening somewhere else.
So they gotta figure it out. This could be the zombie apocalypse right now.
You have to seal off the lab, the greenhouse, everything. This can't be allowed to get into the atmosphere.
It'd be like the Atmos situation, but worse.
Somebody, somewhere, is doing something that's about to blow up in everybody's face.
That was a pretty bang on guess. Like bacteria, parasite. That's it. I mean, but plagues be freaking crazy, you know?
I just put all the top secret intelligence documents in the world online in searchable format.
What?
Sit down and Google.
It's one of the few lines that'll be really outdated in anything prior to like. Actually, no, there's Google 2004.
Check the mix.
The Fourth Doctor. Sit down and Google.
Douglas? Douglas!
I like bacteria. They can spread. Once they're out, you can't put them away again. What could they do? What do you depend on?
Air, water, food, beer.
I'm feeling biochemical. Check biochemical trials.
Yes, sir.
He's getting it too quickly. I don't know if
A
this
year
is.
from now.
You cannot accept that offer.
Why not?
Because whatever the price is, it's too high.
And we don't even know if you're right.
Well, I probably am.
Probably isn't good enough.
Well, probably is all you've got. It's your planet. You can't just give it away.
You know what, sir? Finally, you've said something I agree with. It's our planet. All I know is, I plan on living to fight another day.
Agreed.
Also, agreed.
We got a light midnight over here. People, they're all turning on him. I thought we just shook hands. We dapped it up. At the end of the day, humans ain't shit.
All these soldiers in the room and you're the only one still fighting.
Would you make the deal? Even not knowing what's going to happen?
He didn't
Those
doubt
guys have
himself.
modelled every event in human history to find our weak spot. Are you gonna do the same in a couple of minutes?
She's too early on in her companionship. A season 2 Bill wouldn't make this call.
Bill, go to the pyramid. Keep an eye on them all. Now, Dole, with me, to the TARDIS.
Yes, sir.
Yo, could you imagine being responsible for the end of humanity in this situation? Like, you're just walking through the lab, you have like a little jar of just like, I don't know, like a super plague or some shit. And you just like trip and fall, spills, and it just, oh, there goes Earth.
You have a problem, I believe.
Who the hell are you?
Don't be alarmed, but don't have time. Just jump straight to all the explaining.
Oh, is it leaking in there?
What's another way to destroy bacteria?
Sterilisation.
And how do you sterilize something?
Put it in boiling water.
Or
Put it in a flame.
I'm not going to lie to you. This means that your insurance premiums are going to go through the roof. In fact, pretty much everything is going to go through the roof because I'm going to blow up the lab.
We're ready to talk.
Do you have power?
Well, right now we're representing the 3 biggest armies on the planet.
Does power consent?
We consent.
If your consent is impure, it will kill you.
I surrender. We surrender. What more do you want?
Alright, survey says. Is it 1 of 3, 2 of 3, 3 of 3?
You act out of strategy. Strategy is not consent.
Oh, we got a 3-piece UAV online. Oh my god. Bill, you're not making the decision.
You consent.
Doctor, you still there?
There's no way of stopping the lab venting. So I'm going to sterilize the building by blowing it up. Everything in here will be destroyed.
Including you.
Not if I pull my socks up.
Doctor, the clock's going back. Have you done it?
Yes, I have. I'm totally the president of Earth.
There's
And
gonna
from
be a
now
little
on,
wrench.
2 planes. One for me and one for my glamorous assistant, Erica. Say hello to the folks at home.
Oh no, is this a Wilf situation? Is she screwed?
Bill, get the hell out of that pyramid.
You need to use the combination lock. Set it to 3614.
Now you're gonna have to guide me.
I can't see it from here. You can see it, right?
Now, Joel.
And he's getting bodied too.
Now, Joel, I need you to do a visual in the lab. There's a camera in here.
Fucking hell. Oh my goodness. That was a good setup, I'm not gonna lie. This is a predicament.
Can't.
Why can't you?
Because I'm blind. Sorry, I'm blind.
What do you mean you're blind? What are you talking about?
She's gonna feel the guilt from that episode on top of this situation. She's gonna consent because she loves him. So will be pure.
Can you give me sight back?
His sight?
His sight can be restored.
Oh!
Then I'm asking you for help. I'm giving my consent.
Is your consent pure?
100%. 100%. Like, I have no doubt in my mind.
You act out of love. Love is consent. We must be loved.
Bill, do not make this deal. I forbid it.
Yo, start spinning that shit, dog. Like,
Bill, what have you done?
Tell you what, old man. You better get my planet back.
Enjoy your sight, Doctor.
wait, what?
Now see our world.
Whoa! We going for a 3-part? Oh my goodness! I was actually thinking, I'm like, what are the odds they do a 3-part? Like, there was like a faint of a thought, a faint thought. But I'm like, we've never done that before, so I didn't even bother bringing up the point. Oh, this is something spicy. And that was Doctor Who Season 10, Episode 7. That was my reaction video. Unless I'm wrong on this, but they ended it off just like that in the middle of the explosion. This was an interesting. This was an episode. Excuse me. The episode was pretty good. Like the idea that they're going with the simulation idea and the way that they're just evolving this story, the way that they went about it. This episode was really cool. Didn't feel like it was a continuation. They could have been repetitive going through the same set of sequences, but now this is like, all right, it's game day. This is real life, and all the decisions felt like they had some sort of weight to them. I really liked the way that they sort of set up all that to that last little altercation right there with the Doctor. Sort of, you know, being clever and then being stuck in a time crunch situation. I really felt the intensity of the situation is like, this woman's gonna die if he doesn't help her. Bill, Nordal. So, Nardole. So I really like how they set it up. They set it up and then it paid off in the last scene right there. Although maybe this was just me watching it. I got the impression that he was faking it, but this ending is a real throw off and it's a real cliffhanger. I don't know as to how they're gonna do that. If this is a 3-parter, I think it's so cool because we never really got anything like that. I was just under the impression that they were gonna speedrun it. They were gonna speedrun it towards the last quarter of the episode and just, oh, the Doctor saved. That's why I had the impression that, like, oh, like this feels tonally weird because he was clever, you know, like how the Doctor usually is. I'm like, okay, that's what we're gonna do. But it's so cool that maybe, unless I'm wrong, I could totally be wrong, but you know, they're breaking form here, and I really, you know, appreciate that. That's what I really like about this episode. Like, they're taking a little risk and getting outside of the norm. Pretty good episode. At points, falls a little flat for me, but I mean, digging what they're doing here so far. Reminiscent of some older episodes, like Old's episode, all the moments of the Doctor being president. So shit, I'm excited to see what happens next. But guys, what did you think about this episode? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. Yeah, this is this like setting a new precedent for going forward for season 10 and plus? I don't know, but yeah, that was definitely cool. Really want to hear your guys' thoughts. What did you think about this episode? That being said, I'll see y'all next time. Peace. Maybe it's a simulation. A simulation in a simulation.